Good afternoon. My name is Yusha Li. I am a PhD student in mining working on Project 2, Resource Heterogeneity Modeling for Optimal Ore Extraction. So within the consortium, my project is here. The overall objective of this project is to investigate small-scale grid heterogeneity using geostatistical modeling so that the mining selectivity can be improved eventually. In today's presentation, I will firstly go through the general background of this project and the motivation behind it. Then I will talk about the key findings in this project and what benefits they will bring to the mining industry. In the end, some potential future work will be introduced. The concept of heterogeneity is well known in mining. Usually we use this term to describe the phenomenon that in a deposit, the mineral or metal is not uniformly distributed in space. For example, we have a block model here. If we select these two blocks to mine, they might end up with one goes to the processing as an ore block, while the other one goes to the dump as a waste block. However, if we could get some additional data to downscale these two blocks, we find there are actually some waste within the ore block and some ore within the waste block. So the investigation of the small-scale grid heterogeneity brings a great potential to further improve mining selectivity and reduce dilution, which is also the motivation of this project. The focus of this research is on small-scale heterogeneity, and there are three key findings corresponding to the three objectives. One is to incorporate downhole data from blast holes into the resource model to find the small-scale heterogeneity in real time, which is called rapid resource model updating. It is aiming for the improvement of mining selectivity and recoverability. The second one is to extend the rapid resource model updating to the application on cases with multiple non-Gaussian variables. The last one is to develop a mining selectivity evaluation framework to investigate the relationship between mining selectivity and scale so that the optimal extraction scale can be determined prior to any mining operation. The fundamental achievement in this project is a Kalman filter-based approach for rapid resource model updating. Kalman filter is an iterative process to quickly estimate the variable value whenever there is any new data incorporated. The three equations on the right-hand side are derived especially for resource model updating. The main benefit of using this approach is the block model can be downscaled and updated much more quickly than using kriging, which means in near real time. And this is how the approach works. Assuming this is the ground truth, drill holes are simulated and samples are assayed to generate the block model. As mining operation progresses, blast holes are drilled and it is possible for us to get more information from these blast holes. So using this additional information, the block model gets updated and then can reflect great heterogeneity at a smaller scale, which is helpful for the improvement of mining selectivity and recoverability. This approach has been demonstrated using a synthetic case study with a paper published. It is also applicable to cases with multiple non-Gaussian variables. Another achievement in this project is the mining selectivity evaluation framework, which is used to investigate the relationship between mining selectivity and scale. Similarly, we simulate a realization, extract drill core samples from the realization, and create the block model using these drill core samples. When we get information from blast holes, we update the block model step by step and downscale it to different scales, for example, 3x3, 4x4, or 5x5 mining units. And then we will get an outline for all area from the updated model. We then transfer this outline to the realization that was simulated to get the true mining results. In this case, we will get results for different scales, and if we repeat these steps, it is possible for us to get the relationship between the true metal recovery and scale. This framework is also verified by a case study, and it works effectively. As mentioned earlier, the main focus of this project is on using small-scale grid heterogeneity to further improve mining selectivity, and I believe it is of great benefits for mining industry. Here are a couple of figures to illustrate the benefits. For example, we use the number of misclassified mining units when demonstrating the application of rapid resource model updating, such as all mining units misclassified as waste and waste mining units misclassified as ore. We found this number dropped significantly after the block model is downscaled and updated, which means ore extraction is more accurate and precise. As for the mining selectivity evaluation framework, we found that the relationship between mining selectivity and scale is actually capable of indicating the optimal ore extraction scale. For example, in this case, the optimal scale would be a 10 by 10 mining units, because the mining selectivity will not improve much even if the scale becomes further smaller. To summarize, the rapid resource model updating provides an approach for the block model to be downscaled and updated in near real time by integrating latest information from blast holes. The information can be assay data, geological logging data, or even sense data. The updated model comes with more accurate grades so that the mining selectivity and recoverability can be further improved. This approach is also applicable to multiple non-Gaussian variables. The mining selectivity evaluation framework is proposed based on the updating approach. By using this framework, the relationship between mining selectivity and scale can be exposed, according to which we can potentially determine the optimal extraction scale for a deposit, and it is beneficial for balancing between reducing mining costs and improving mining selectivity and recoverability. Here's some potential future work. Currently, if the information from blast hole is not target data type, such as grade, an additional step is required to transfer it to target data type. It would be more beneficial if an inbuilt transfer process is created within the updating system so that all types of data can be incorporated directly. Also, it would be more convincing to further verify both approaches using a real case study. Another potential related topic is quantification of grid heterogeneity, which will help to describe and compare mining selectivity more easily. At the end is a list of my publications. I've got one published and the other two will be submitted soon. So that brings to the end of my presentation. I would like to acknowledge my supervisors, the consortium, and all collaborative partners. Thank you.